We begin with a breaking news update. For the third time in 4 months, former U.S. President Donald Trump has been indicted on criminal charges.
The latest could be the most serious yet. The charges include conspiracy to defraud the United States, conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, obstruction of and attempt to obstruct an official proceeding, and conspiracy against rights, all stemming from the former president's attempts to overturn the results of the 2020 election.
Prosecutors contend Trump knowingly spread lies about the election in order to destabilize the country and spread the mistrust about the outcome of the election in order to undermine the peaceful transfer of power. The indictment also states that Trump and 6 co-conspirators attempted to get then Vice President Mike Pence to reject the electoral results, leading to the storming of the Capitol.
As described in the indictment, it was fueled by lies. Lies by the defendant targeted at obstructing a bedrock function of the U.S. government, the nation's process of collecting, counting, and certifying the results of the presidential election.
Trump's campaign issued a statement calling the indictment election interference, implying it is being done to keep him out of the White House for a second term. He is scheduled to appear in Washington in a courtroom on Thursday.
Today's indictment accuses the former president of conspiring, quote, to injure, oppress, threaten, and intimidate one or more persons in the free exercise and enjoyment of a right and privilege secured to them by the Constitution. And that line caught the attention of CBS 2 legal analyst Irv Miller, who joins us now here in studio. What was it about that caught your eye?
It says it all. Powerful. It's the last line in the indictment. It summarizes what this whole case is about. Depriving the American citizens of the right to vote, the right to select their own government. Didn't have to say any more to end this.
48 hours from now, he will be in court on Thursday. What happens next with that?
Well, it's called an initial appearance. He'll be advised of his rights. I'm sure he'll have a lawyer with him at that time. The issue is what conditions of bond the judge may want to put on him, because this is his third indictment. A typical defendant would be looking at being locked up. Well, that's not going to happen. Electronic monitoring, that's not going to happen. But I wouldn't be surprised if the judge said, hey, I'm ordering him to surrender his passport. That says a message right there.
So there are 6 co-conspirators named in this indictment. Why were they not indicted as well?
Well, they weren't named. They were just...
Well, that's true. 1, 2, they were numbered.
Yes, 4 lawyers, by the way. Why? Because I suspect that the government wanted just to have this indictment about Donald Trump and not anybody else, not guessing who's going to plead out, who may be flipping. It's just about him. But there's a document known as a superseding indictment that typically happens in federal court. In other words, they take what they have, but they add on to it. I suspect when that first, second, third, or fourth superseding indictment comes down, you will see others who are joined in the charging document as co-conspirators.
All right.
What about the timing, quickly, before we let you go? Or do you think this happens before the election in 24?
Lawyers don't do anything quickly.
So no.
This will not be tried before the election.
He spoke about a speedy trial, but realistically, it sounds like this.
Speedy is not in months, it's years.
All right, Irv, thanks.
Thank you very much. Remember, you can always stay on top of former President Trump's mounting legal troubles through our digital streaming network, CBS News Chicago. It's free and always on our CBS Chicago website or app, along with Pluto, Paramount Plus, Fire TV, or Roku.